you need a little confidence boost, we got the product for you. What happens when a bald eagle stands on top of a silverback gorilla while riding a T-Rex? Confidence, pure confidence, if you're looking for something beyond the usual pill. It's time to meet Rougit Go Long. It's not just another ED pill. It's a total game changer for confidence. Ready to level up your confidence? Head to Rougit.com. Use promo code LOCKEDONNFL for 15% off your first order. All right, guys. Andrew Berry, throughout his tenure as the Browns Browns general manager, has always spoke during the bye week.
Yeah.
Except this year, he is not scheduled to have a media availability. It could be because there is a trade deadline approaching next week and he doesn't want to address any of those things, or it could be something else. However, the first 5 years he's been the Browns GM, he has spoken during the bye week. Dustin, do you have any issue with Andrew Berry not speaking during the bye week this time around, considering the current state of the Cleveland Browns?
Do I have an issue with it? Yeah, I mean, I have an issue because I think we deserve to hear from the guy that put together this roster and put together this team and feels like this is good enough for those fans that pay their hard-earned money to go out and watch. So that I have a problem with. But if he talked, he wouldn't say anything.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it would – I give them credit because, like, you put him out there and he doesn't say anything, it's going to make things worse. It's going to piss off everybody, including us, and certainly the fans are going to be upset about it. So no, I mean, what do we expect? Like he's not going to come out and talk. He should, but he wouldn't say anything. So
yeah, I mean, part of that's got to be on the people asking questions to demand an answer. No,
they don't want to give up their access.
Who cares?
It's not even that, Adam. They could press him 100 times on Shedeur Sanders or something. He's not going to say anything.
He's going to say next question.
Well, you know,
so make him at least say that.
He's going to say, Adam the Bull, respectfully, I respect the question. I can't say, he's going to dance around it.
So he obviously should speak. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin Stefanski comes out there every week and looks like an idiot, so he should have to look like an idiot
You got to get a State of the Union. Like, okay, give us something to grasp onto.
I sure hope he on the phone. So if he ain't gonna speak, I better get an alert that say something about
and by the way,
trade or something.
The trade deadline excuse is ridiculous. But even if you use that excuse, then okay, come on next week. The trade deadline's next week.
Hey man, your calendar ain't filled up every second of the day. The press conference is 20 minutes tops.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But even if you want to use that as an excuse, which it's not.
Let me go ahead and I'm gonna just throw this out here. Yeah, I said this a couple of weeks ago on the Ultimate Browns. I said, man, there's a little divide growing. There's a little bit of a Cold War in Berea. I'm telling you that right now. Listen, if Kevin Stefanski, look at the agitation level on Kevin Stefanski's face when he got to come out here and answer to a pick he didn't even draft. It was evident. He said, my guy is Dylan Gabriel. And then Jason said, 24 hours, that thing changed because they took Shedeur Sanders. And the owner, or wherever the case may be, they're like, oh, we're going to figure this out. So now you got that whole conundrum. And on top of this, you think Kevin Stefanski wanted to trade Joe Flacco? You
Probably not.
No. He had nothing. He had no way he was doing that. But you know what? They made the move. Now, why would you make a move and Kevin Stefanski was not planning on paying Dylan Gabriel this early? He was not planning on having two rookie quarterbacks. And by the way,
no, to be fair about that, they had already benched Joe by the time Dylan
But here's the
traded
thing.
him.
I believe wholeheartedly if Dylan Gabriel played poorly, they would have went back to Joe Flacco.
Or maybe. Yeah, that's
they would have
possible.
went back to Flacco, and they would have still been able to do and keep their plan going. To me, Kevin Stefanski never had any intentions at this moment in time having Shedeur Sanders be the backup quarterback this early in the season.
That I agree with. Yes.
And the fact that you've made all of these moves, Andrew Berry has traded Kenny Pickett before he even touched the field. He's traded Greg Newsome. He's traded Joe Flacco. He's made multiple moves. It ain't like we had a clean sheet, guys. We've had major moves, and he's not even speaking to it. Like, it is not like it was nothing, like we haven't been moving and shaking.
For Greg Robinson.
He traded for Greg Robinson. They had the whole Bailey Zappi thing elevated, the Shedeur thing, whether he's ready or not. There's multiple questions to be answered by the general manager, and they always be doing it during the bye week, like Dustin said early on. Now, all of a sudden, this the bye week, and I ain't even scheduled to say nothing.
He wasn't gonna answer the question. No way.
But that's the job.
Let it.
Even if you ain't, that's the job.
I understand.
What about
that.
Jimmy? Was it hear from somebody?
Somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And if you Kevin, you saying I got to answer the question.
I would feel that way.
I gotta say,
if I was Kevin,
I'd be pissed if I'm
100%
Kevin,
would feel that way.
I'm sitting here talking about Shedeur Sanders. I didn't draft him. You drafted him. I still got to hear the questions about Deshaun Watson, if he's coming back, when is his timetable, or why did you trade Joe Flacco and how he looks.
I still laugh at that clip when they announced Shedeur's name and they showed them in Berea just.
Well, based on that, it didn't look like Andrew Berry wanted him either.
That footage isn't. I mean, it's real footage, but it's not synced up properly.
Right, who
You can't
knows?
really
I just don't
take
believe.
anything
I just
out of
don't believe that because for the other 5 picks, it was synced up perfectly. Like but it just so happened this one time it wasn't. Like that's just.
But
I just
you
think
can
it's
tell.
baloney.
I don't even need to see the footage. I could tell by their transactions. The transactions don't line up. Jason said it here yesterday. I don't know why you gave all the reps to Kenny Pickett and then he never made the field just because he pulled his hamstring. Like if you loved him, you'd wait till he got off IR. You play Flacco. He falters. You go to Pickett.
Well, we don't even know if Pickett would have had to go on IR. I don't think he went on IR.
Didn't go on IR.
So he could've-
No, I mean, he was healthy enough by the end of the season. He had just missed so much of training camp that the Browns didn't feel he was ready to start week 1.
Well,
So,
I mean, the Browns are on top of what
Yeah, they can't be on the same
we can
page.
definitely trust them.